Hey, what's going on, guys? Porter here. Today we're going to go over an attachment video of the Streetsweeper shotgun. Now this thing's an absolute beast if you use it correctly. So in this video we'll go over attachments, how to use, and an overall rating at the end of the video. And then in a separate video I'll have a gameplay of the Streetsweeper shotgun, and you can kind of see how I use it and form your own ideas of what you think of the gun. So other than that, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's do it. Alright guys, so here is my Streetsweeper build, but let me go ahead and do a little bit of deep dive to explain why I used it. So the agency's choke, this one's a given, gives you sound suppression, helps with the vertical recoil, so a little bit of a bonus there. Bullet velocity, yeah, that's nice for shotguns, but the main reason is effective damage range. You want to increase your damage range as much as possible for shotguns to extend that range. Okay. So next is the Ranger. Let me explain why I use this, because a lot of people will use the reinforced heavy, but I go with the Ranger because it's going to extend your damage range even further, and the base gun itself I think shoots fast enough. If you put on the reinforced heavy and you make your fire rate even faster, which I have used this before, I was noticing I was accidentally using another shot or two, and ammo is very precious for this gun. It is very important. It reloads ridiculously slow, and if you use an extra few bullets or two per person, you could run out of ammo, and then you're kind of caught with your pants down. So I think the base gun, it shoots fast enough, and I think it's a good way to save extra shots that you're not accidentally wasting, because the fire rate's even faster. So that's just kind of my 2 cents there, so kind of make your judgment there. I think the Ranger's better. Next, for the laser sight here, I use the Emperor sighting point. Once again, want to extend that range as much as possible, and it helps with the hip fire a little bit. Next, I use a no stock, so it helps your sprint to fire time the most, so you can get this gun up and shooting as fast as possible. I always do hip fire shooting with shotguns, so it helps me get up and start hip fire shooting as fast as possible. Next, you want the biggest as possible here, so I do the standard 18 round because you're going to need as much as ammo as you can here. Alright guys, so how to use the Streetsweeper. Just like any shotgun, my golden rule of thumb, 10 meters in. Now with this shotgun, how fast it shoots and how lethal it is, it just packs an absolute punch. You can extend this thing to 15 meters, but like I said, golden rule of thumb, 10 meters in, you're good to go. The closer you get, the stronger the shotgun's going to get. So with any shotgun, you want to make sure you have it out in the right situation. You don't want to be running out in the open with it, because it's pretty much useless. You want to make sure you're rounding corners with it, using stairwells, using small buildings, use obstacles to close the gap on somebody. You just got to be really creative and just close the gap on the enemy when using the shotgun. And also, one big thing that I started using, I've seen other people do this, and I was like, I gotta give this a try and see what it's like. I started using throwing knives as my lethal instead of a C4 or a grenade or thermite. I'm using the throwing knife now, and that saves you a few extra shots after you down somebody, and you can down them. You can finish them off instantly. As soon as you down them, throw the throwing knife immediately, and they're down. Then you save extra ammo. And ammo is very, very important for the Streetsweeper and currently the Gallo as well. So I think a throwing knife is an awesome way to go. So I think that's definitely a good tip right there. Alright guys, so the overall rating, I'm going to give the Streetsweeper, it's an easy 8. This thing is an absolute beast. The only thing that holds it back is the reload time. It is brutal. But if you keep those tips in mind, use the Ranger barrel and use the throwing knife, I think that helps out a lot. Since I've been doing that, I know I recently came out with a video saying the Gallo is my favorite shotgun. I don't know. I think they're tied. I can't decide which one now. They're both awesome. The Gallo's a little bit easier to use, I feel like, is that the reload's a little bit faster. But if you can master this gun, this one's got more potential than the Gallo, I think, if you can master it. But I think that's a good place to put it, is an 8 out of 10. It's definitely meta, that is for sure. Alright guys, that sums up the attachment video for the Streetsweeper. Make sure to porter up, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.